Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are going to take a look at Moebius Lab from Amazing Noises. Now, like all Amazing Noises apps, this is the best way to get the way to get the best out of Moebius Lab is just to play with it. Now, it is cool if you want to learn how it all works, but that's not entirely necessary. I don't have time really just to concentrate on what, so I don't have like a one or two apps that I use all the time, because obviously I review apps and demo them. It's kind of a continual thing, but it's always a buzz to get a new app from Amazing Noises, because it always ends up sounding incredible. And this is like kind of in the way of soundscape, but it is like a lab. It's like a laboratory for sound. And of course, it has all the usual stuff, inter-app audio, audio bus. In fact, this is really cool because you can actually use inter-app audio apps inside the app as well, which I'll show you as well, which is very, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. So you get like about 200 presets. Also, you get a synth with this, okay? So, I mean, at the moment, there'll be nothing there because I'm not using synth presets, but I will get into the presets of choosing a synth preset and using it and show you how it sounds and stuff. But with Moebius app and with other apps, with other Amazing Noises apps, you really could go on for hours and hours and hours, and it would still be interesting. Not for everybody, I'm sure, but for experimental stuff, this is just something else. So I think you should just go and buy this. It's just brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to give you a run through some of the cool stuff you can do, and then you will kind of get an idea. But first of all, along the top here, you have various effects. You have a Ringo, a clamper, a Ringo, hello Ringo, a ringer, an exciter, clamper, swarmer, and then you have spectral effects at the bottom, which is grip, runners, blare, flutter. Again, I'll show you. So this is a degrader. This is actually a degrader preset. We'll just start with that. So let's just start it off. You can import your own samples and stuff too as well. In fact, you can import whole tracks, which is what I was doing yesterday. I was messing around importing whole songs. Anyway, so I'm going to just start this. So you can see it's just a kind of a thing. Now you'll notice here gain input. Okay, kind of self-explanatory. You won't hear nothing because we're 100% wet. So let's hear the original sample. Of course, that's just the dry wave. And that's with the degrader. So just tap on the degrader and it'll bring up the controls, and you can switch it off or on. By the way, if you double tap, you will switch your selected effect on. Double tap again, switch it off, or of course you can just switch it on and off from in there. If it's closed, if you tap on it, you will open it, and then double tap to turn it on. There you go, sorry. Like that. So, and we can also crossfade between the two. Now, as I start to crossfade, you will see like things highlight. So we can if we crossfade, feedback chain 1 and then feedback chain 2, but you will see these things start to highlight. So, okay. And again, you can see highlighted, and that you can follow the signal chain visually on screen, which is nice. Which gives you a blend between all four of the effect, the two effect sections and the actual sample. So you see, you can go crazy, and that was just with one preset. So if we like go and we go open presets here, you have loads. You have amazing noises, banks, blare presets, brick wall presets, excited presets, filter presets, flutter presets, and it goes on. And let's have a listen to some of the Red Sky Lullaby presets. And of course it works like the other ones. You have snapshot pads, so you can blend between two. This is nice because you can change the shape on the runner. And of course you can automate. Here we go. Might be better to show you the automation on this one. Just the range of the automation. So there you go. So you can see just by playing around with it, you just get some incredible stuff going on. Right, there's a couple of things I wanted to can't remember where they are now. Oh, never mind. Where were they in? Maybe they were in. I remembered if it's in. Oh, was it Growls? Might have been. So there's the basic thing again. I'm going to add an interlap audio effect now. Now you'll see this is where this starts to get very, very, very nice and just great. So let's go to one of the slots here where we have interlap audio. We'll to an effect. So I'm going to go and use Voxin. Okay. Now I can switch over to it there. Okay, and I have my interlap audio transport bar, so let's go back to Moebius Lab and let's switch it on. So let's play it again. I'll show you something else as well. Gain output 1. Output 1. I'll get a How cool is this? And of course we can add up to 4. And then we can add one to the main output as well if we want to. Here. By pressing this little thing there, you get to the main output control. Now you see here measures and just reversing it. Let's cross-fade a bit. This is so cool. Now, the other thing you can do as well is also you can, let's get rid of the reverse and choose another one. You can reorder the effects. So say for instance I wanted to have another one going. I can just hold and then reorder that effect in the chain, and that way you'll dramatically change the way things sound. Right, so we're 15 minutes in, 16 minutes in, like, time now, you're getting the idea, right? Oh, one more thing. Before I get onto the synth part, if I want to just swap out, I just go to this samples, and down the bottom here I had one of my waves. So for instance, you could just do this and then load sample. Is it loaded? Is it? Oh yeah, there it is. So and then that whole preset will be now applied to this. So there you go. There's that. You can put your own samples and you can manipulate. That's a whole track actually. It's about 3 minutes worth. So, you know, you're kind of not limited to sample length, I don't think, in that respect. Now onto the other part, right? It's also a synth. I mean, it's a proper synth. I think it's mono. I'm not sure. You may be able to play poly. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the fact that you get a synth. So open presets. And down through all these presets, you have synth 1 and synth 1 and synth 2. So I shall just choose this first one here, and then you will see you have this synth you can control. So you open up your keyboard and I haven't tried this Midi'd up yet with a Midi keyboard, and my connector is somewhere else downstairs, so I'm not going to, but I mean I guess it does. So let's just try a few of these, and of course it works the same as well. You can add your inter-app audio effects or your what's-its. So I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah. So let's another one. I mean, it's just brilliant, the fact that so I haven't had the chance really to play with the synth bit much. Oh yeah. They're your synth parameters, obviously. So without in any more of that, these are your different synthesizer parameters you have to control your synth with and stuff like that. All in all, Moebius Lab, fabulous. It really is. I can't say enough good things. All Amazing Noises apps are fabulous. they're very, very, very clever, and they can appear initially to be very complex, and they're as complex as you like, but they don't. The complexity of the actual functionings of the app doesn't detract from there's your input, by the way, and that's your output. So your input controls and your output controls. The complexity of the app doesn't make it, a chore to use. It's a lot of fun and exciting to use, and building up soundscape and just effects and just textures for your tracks. Actually, a complete track. If you've got a complete track, you can subtly using the wet and dry master, add some just crazy stuff going on, and in fact the automation is beautiful in these as well. Remember, like I said, if it's the exciter, for instance, switch it on, double tap it to enter the automation, and then you can choose all the different places where it's going to go. And this end one here is the automation. You can see straight away it starts to automate different waveforms or some ways of automating. You can set the BPM, all sorts of stuff. It's very cool. But anyway, there you go, guys. Moebius Lab from Amazing Noises. Brilliant. One more thing before I go. If we go into settings, go into our settings section here. For our different things, you can see the gyroscope to control as well. The tutorial there, which if you want to dig even deeper, I suggest you read. But honestly, I haven't read it, and I got it quite simply, so it must be okay. So settings here, and then this lets you set up your whole system, audio and everything, and but also the colors. Okay, so I think Prussian blue is kind of the standard default. Then there's black, and then there's white. So some people, I'm not sure if the camera will deal with this okay, but probably will. But you can see that if whichever way you like, but I particularly like I quite like the purple. I think it's quite nice, quite pleasant on my eyes. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. That's Moebius Lab from Amazing Noises. Just run out and buy it. Fabulous, it's just fantastic. Start combining this with all sorts of other things, and whoa, you're good to go. But I would suggest just try importing a whole complete track, and then just going mad. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe to the channel. Visit us at thesoundtestroom.com, and as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.